Talk about a little head coach carousel that's been going
off
around.
Season movement, brother.
Ooh, shit is popping off. This is only the start of what's going to come the next couple months. One of the biggest and the first things we want to talk about is that man Urban Meyer getting in on some Jacksonville Jaguars. They come to terms with an agreement. He looks like he is going to be the next head coach. And, going into the offseason, we said that Jacksonville was, one of the premier, I think, most enticing jobs as a head coach. And they decided to go with Urban Meyer, which, kind of here's my take on that. One, I mean, he's never been an NFL coach, which, he's obviously been dominant at a college level and has known to been able to come in and turn things around in a college program very quickly. Now, does that directly correlate to the NFL? I don't know. It's a whole different beast we're dealing with, so we'll see. He can go for there. But, two things are a little washy about Urban Meyer is one, obviously his health and whatnot, whether or not he's going to be able to stay healthy and, stay for the duration of the contract or whatever have you there in Jacksonville. And, the other thing is too, he's not one to be shy from a little scandals, a little, foul play here. And he's got a couple skeletons in the closet, whatnot. We ain't really going to talk about any of that. But, my thing with the Urban Meyer is, like I said, in college, it's very easy to turn a program around, obviously going to Florida, winning a couple national championships, Tim Tebow and the crew, and then going to Ohio State and having phenomenal players. And my only thing is, do I think Jacksonville will be able to turn things around? For sure. But in a year, no. In 2 years, maybe not. They're obviously going to get Trevor Lawrence, potentially. Potentially, you
don't even know. Well, let me just stop you there. So I think you're right. I think you don't know. There's no way to know if Urban Meyer is going to be a good NFL coach between college and going to the NFL. From the coaching standpoint, two completely different things for sure. 100% agree with you. But I do think the Jag staff knows that, and I think they're going to hire people. I mean, Urban Meyer's not going in there. He's not a head coach that's going to call plays. He's not doing schemes or anything. He's going in there to be the leader. They're going to hire all these people around him that are going to do the things that he might not necessarily know how to do because he was a college coach. I mean, there's obviously going to be a learning curve there, but I think he does bring a great ability to build a great culture. I mean, you have to do that year after year in college. And they're going to have to do that in Jacksonville. They're about to get the number one prospect, most likely. But they got a whole bunch of draft picks, and they're going to have a whole bunch of new people coming in there, and they're building that team up. And, Urban Meyer might be the perfect man to get in there and just hype up them boys, give them something good to play for.
Yeah, no, for real. And the Jacksonville and the other one we were talking about was the Chargers, being probably the two most
attractive.
Which I'm surprised no one, the Charger spot hasn't been filled yet. But Jacksonville is going to be nice. Like I said, they got a lot of cap space.
All those picks,
they're going to be able to build something. And, that's the only thing. It's going to take a couple years. And hopefully Urban Meyer can A, be healthy, and two, not jump ship or bail if things aren't going as quick or whatnot as he may have expected. Because like I said, Nick Saban wasn't able to come do it. It took Pete Carroll a couple years to go from college to the NFL to obviously turn the Seahawks around. So, I mean, it's definitely doable. It's possible. We'll see. Like I said, he's going to have a plethora of young talent to work with. So I am excited to see what Urban Meyer can do down there in old sticky Jacksonville, Duval County, where we at. Next big hire we want to talk about is my team right here, getting Robert Saleh.
Shout out from San Fran. First Muslim coach in the NFL.
Made some history, became the first Muslim head coach. And here's my thing. I think 90% of Jets fans this morning feel good. We're happy. But there is a reality of the situation, and there is some things we need to point out with that is obviously love Robert Saleh, like his energy. I think the energy.
Oh, yeah.
You see the compilations of him on the sideline getting hyped. That represents New York. That's that New York kind of mentality and that energy we kind of need. And so, you know what I say? He was 4 years as defensive coordinator in San Fran, and they were a very good team, obviously coming from that Mike Shanahan or Kyle Shanahan, kind of who I guess came from Mike Shanahan.
The tree.
And, you know what I'm saying, came from that man's balls. But you know what I'm saying, trickle down effect. So, you know, and obviously bringing over Mike LaFleur as their offensive coordinator, like I said,
that's a huge hire, dude. I'm telling you, like that's insane.
All coming from that Shanahan scheme and whatnot. And I know a lot of people right now, the game plan is going to be going forward. I think they're going to stick with Sam Darnold, or at least try to run it back for a year. And like I said, see what he could do in potentially that Shanahan style offense. And you know, I like Robert Saleh. Like I said, I think we're going to be good. I think the Jets are in a good spot too, sitting at number 2. They got a lot of draft picks. They have a lot of money to spend in free agency to try and go get their players. So it's just going to be, hey, what do they do in the draft? And can Robert Saleh, you know, turn this team around? And you know, as a defensive coordinator, it's like, you know, obviously Mike LaFleur is going to take over the play calling and the offense. And like I said, if they can implement that scheme well and do the things they do, hey, maybe Sam Darnold fucks around, has a good year. They get pieces around him. And we'll see what happens. The only thing that scares me is, you know, the Niners were kind of really only good that one year. They made it to the Super Bowl. Other than that, it's just been kind of a.
But that defense, though, has been legit.
Defense has always been solid, and there's no doubt in my mind that they would have been a playoff team this year if half the roster wasn't out due to injuries.
Yeah. They had a crazy year. This is an asterisk year for San Fran for sure.
For sure.
I mean, that's hype though. Yeah, Jets definitely got better with these 2 coaching hires for sure. Just one other team real quick. We saw Detroit today, 1/15/2021 hired Dan Campbell, head coach. Shout out him. Don't got much information on that. Hopefully he can figure out that shitty franchise right now. They got a lot of issues going on. We got a couple other teams, Atlanta, Houston, Chargers, and Philly, all still looking for a head coach. So we're going to see some more movement here, some more hires. And we also got, you know, 11 teams realistically that need to figure out their quarterback for next season. So, I mean, we've been saying it all along, but this offseason is juicy already, and it's only going to get better from here, dude. I can't wait to see some player movement, you know, once the season comes to a full end here.
Yeah, no, for sure. We still got some head coaches that get filled in. Like you said, there's going to be a quarterback carousel that's going to happen here pretty soon. A lot of teams got to figure out what they're going to do in that spot. And, you know, we got some combine coming up, so we're going to get to take a look at some of the players that are declaring for the draft and, you know, see who's hot, who's not, see what team is going to look like at the start of next season. So I'm hyped from that point. Jets fans, stand up, take flight. Woo! We ready, Robert Saleh in the building. We hyped for that. So.